Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the Tuesday, August 26th episode of NXT, and we are opening the show with Obafemi, who is cutting a promo saying that at Heatwave, 3 men stepped into that ring. Javon Evans brought speed, Eddy Thorpe brought aggression, but he brought inevitability. He didn't survive that triple threat, he dominated it. And Ricky Saints may think that he has a shot at being the next champion, but he didn't earn a shot at the ruler, he earned a lesson. That lesson is stand in front of Obafemi, and you'll learn that NXT is his domain. For a 74, really strong start to the show. He's the flavor of the month. The crowd is hot and rising to open the show. And yeah, I think that's a good opening segment as we head into our first match of the night. The High Rise defeats Chase U in 7 minutes. Wesley pins Kale Dixon. For tonight, I don't really have a lot of headcanon for a lot of these matches, so I'm kind of just going to be doing, I might speed through the show. Obviously, we just had a pretty big pay-per-view, NXT Heatwave, and kind of just booking the stories for the new feuds that are coming up. So a lot of segments today, and a lot of the matches aren't really super important tonight, but I think it'll still be a fun show. Low 20s for Tyreek and Tyson, 61 for Wesley, and Andre Chase with a 48. Yeah, not great for a lot of these guys. A 39 is still fine. Hopefully get their pop up a little bit and get them in front of the NXT crowd. Wesley did great, which is always good. And yeah, they've got tag experience, which is good. Next up, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana come out to thank the NXT audience for welcoming them while they tried getting the the TNA title back from Trick Williams. But Dark State, the lights go out, they attack, and Yoshiki Inamura runs in to make the save for a 51, which the crowd seemed to really like that. The TNA storyline loses heat with a 51. The crowd's white hot, though. I'm happy enough with that as we head into our next segment. As backstage, Trick Williams is hanging out with his girl Lash Legend, and he notices as Ashante Adonis walks by that Lash Legend is looking at him. So Trick Williams getting a little jealous backstage. Maybe this will turn into something for a 64, which is awesome. Trick has a hot catchphrase, which he must have said during this backstage segment. He's the flavor of the month. Very good. And yeah, Yoshiki made the save because I wanted to give him a match with Saquon Sugars for a 48. I told him to go out and steal the show. 49 for Saquon Sugars, 35 for Yoshiki, and Saquon Sugars defeats Yoshiki Inamura in 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm glad I told him to steal the show. Saquon with a 49, definitely very, very impressed with that. And the crowd's buzzing after that. Inamura with a 35 isn't ideal, but we're still building these guys up. So, yeah, them going all out is, I guess, not good for Inamura. Backstage, Sean Spears stops Sol Ruka and tells her that the Culling will be taking her title. And I actually messed up here. I should have probably put like Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame like in a background role in this segment, but I didn't. A 53 is still very good though, and we take that. And after that, the tag team of Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin face off against Joe Hendry and Mike Santana after attacking them earlier in the night. And this is a 12.5-minute match where Mike Santana pins Osiris Griffin for the victory. I told him a mayhem match, and it gets a 48, which is pretty good for a Dark State match. A 26 for Griffin, 29 for Dion Lennox, 55 for Mike Santana, and 52 for Joe Hendry. And the chaos of the match, definitely, that's why I made it mayhem. I wanted to help Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin a little bit. And, a 48 for a Dark State match, I'll definitely take it. And I'm getting as much use as I can out of Joe Hendry and Mike Santana while they're still here. After that, backstage, the No Quarter Catch crew have a discussion where Charlie Dempsey, he's talking to Tavion Heights after his loss to Ethan Page and saying that they need to stop losing as a group. And then, he whispers something to Ren Sinclair, and they walk away, leaving Tavion alone backstage for a 43. And high heat for the storyline. I'm happy with that. Something's happening with the NQCC here. I just gave Miles Bourne and Josh Briggs a match just to see. Miles Bourne wanted a match. He went to Ava, and Ava gave him a match against Josh Briggs. That's the story for this match. For a 47 for the match and for Miles Bourne, 38 for Josh Briggs, 43 for the wrestling, 30 for the crowd. Happy enough with that. Just getting Miles Bourne some momentum. Backstage, Ethan Page is talking to Shawn Michaels about how he's been such a great champion. Shawn should be out there praising him to the fans. And Shawn says that the fans would love nothing more than another title match. So go out right now for your next defense. For us 60, Ethan Page, after his defense at Heatwave, will have to go out and face someone he doesn't know yet in a match. But before that, we have a Carmen Petrovich vignette, which I haven't had her on any NXT episodes in the new version of the save. So just giving her a short vignette to hopefully build up some pop for her. For a 38, which isn't that bad, I'll definitely take that for Carmen Petrovich. And now the match. Ethan Page, in an 11-minute match, defeats Tyler Breeze, who I have brought up from Evolve just for this match, just to give Ethan Page a fun defense. Tyler Breeze did a 40. I got a 48, which is awesome. 54 for Ethan Page, and the match gets a 55. So just a fun sort of exhibition. Not really an exhibition because it's a title defense, but giving Tyler Breeze a title shot for no reason really, because Shawn Michaels wanted to just teach Ethan Page a lesson, and we get a good match out of it. I'll definitely take a 55 as Ethan Page's reign continues. Backstage, Jordynne Grace can't shake the feeling that someone's watching her, and Sonya Morn is here. Very marketable gimmick. A large penalty to psychology during matches, which isn't ideal, but 53 for this segment. Jordynne Grace might have a stalker backstage, and yeah, for those of you that don't know, Sonya Morn is just what I've renamed Su Yung from TNA. So if any of you watched Impact, this is a TNA wrestler, and I'm bringing her to NXT, giving her an Undead Bride gimmick, seeing how that works out, seeing if we can build her up a little bit. So the next match is the Stevensons. We have them with their debut match after surprising everybody, bringing them back to NXT. Gable Steveson submits Malik Blade in 10 minutes. I made this the storytelling match of the night, and it got a 40, which I'm actually pretty surprised with. A 35 for Bobby, 41 for Gable, 35 for Malik, and 31 for Idris. Which, these are actually not bad ratings. They're better than Dark State, I'll say that. Obviously, the Stevensons have great chemistry. They're related in real life. And let's see if we get any penalties. Just holding back. I guess I could have told them to go all out, but yeah, a 40, I'll definitely take it. And yeah, I'm definitely happy with that for their debut match. Getting them a victory on NXT, help them get some momentum. And the tag champs come out after that match to show their respect to the Stevensons. Clap. A good baby faces, Hank and Tank. Showing respect to the Stevensons, who they don't really care about respect. They just want the belts. For 38, it's whatever. Hank and Tank aren't that over like they are in real life, but which personally, I'm not the biggest Hank and Tank fan. I get them, but I just they're kind of generic to me. I don't know. Anyways, we got another kind of thrown together match here. I needed Lexis King, Tony D'Angelo, and Ridge Holland on the show. So I'll have Ridge Holland team with Timothy Thatcher in a match against Lexis King and Tony D'Angelo, where Lexis King pins Timothy Thatcher in 12 minutes. And Thatcher actually got a 58, which is amazing. 47 for Tony and Lexis, and a 45 for Ridge Holland. And this match got a 54, which I'm thrilled with. I kind of just threw this together. And yeah, that Miles Bourne storyline. Okay. Miles Bourne will get involved with some one or two people in this match. I guess that kind of exposes that. But yeah, that's kind of a reason I wanted to get Miles Bourne some momentum earlier in the show as well. But yeah, Ridge and Timothy Thatcher, I'm definitely happy with that rating. 54 is pretty good. JC Jane obviously lost her NXT Women's Championship to Zarya in a shock upset at Heatwave. Is demanding an immediate rematch for her women's title. And Blake Monroe comes out and says that, JC's irrelevant. She deserves the next title shot. Ava, she comes out and says next week Zarya will defend in the rematch against JC, and the winner of that match will face Blake Monroe at No Mercy. Obviously, Blake Monroe got a big victory over Jordan Grace. And a 47 for this segment, which is good. People like Blake Monroe. That definitely helped. The part 2 was basically Blake Monroe coming in. And yes, she came across well. Zarya was good. JC Jane wasn't good improvising, even though she improvised well, which, yep, that makes sense. Javon Evans and Eddy Thorpe. Okay, I gave them a 16-minute match. I made it a slow build, and they do not have enough psychology for that. A 59 for Javon, 36 for Eddy Thorpe, who was clearly the reason that it dragged, and a 46 is still fine, still a good match, but lost heat for Oba's storyline, which is not anything I want to see, and basically giving them some. Obviously, it was a triple threat, so one of them could have won the title. Whoever didn't get pinned, I believe Javon. I didn't have Javon get pinned, so he gets to pin Eddy Thorpe. And I made this match probably too long, and that's my fault. But oh well, we needed to get this story kind of wrapped up between these two. I don't think I'm going to have Javon feud with Eddy Thorpe. That's just not. I don't know. 46 is whatever. To end the show, Ricky cuts a promo responding to Obafemi, and he says that Oba talks about being the ruler, putting down everyone and put in front of him. But power doesn't scare Ricky, pressure doesn't scare him, and Oba doesn't scare him. And he won that top contender match because when the lights get bright and the stakes are high, he rises above it all. Inevitable is a funny word because every reign ends, and when Ricky Saints takes the NXT title away from Oba, it won't be because he was stronger, it'll be because he is better. For a 67 to end the show. And the storyline gains heat after that match. And that's a good ending to the show as we end the show with a 57. So no popularity changes, which is fine. I'm happy with that. A lot of stuff. Obafemi opening the show strong. Some weak stuff like the High Rise and Chase U match. Carmen Petrovic still needs to get some pop, and the Hank and Tank segment wasn't ideal, but it's NXT. That's the idea. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize for the lack of headcanon. I just wanted to book a show, and usually I have notes with me to help go through like the match, and then once I say the finish, that's when I advance to the match the match part in game, and I have more segments better written out. But I didn't have a lot of time. I've been really busy recently, and I wanted to get this out, so I think this was a good show. I'm happy with it. I think I did a good job. Some of the matches were a little thrown together, and I didn't have great story reasons for one or two of them, but you got to do what you got to do. And MVP of the night goes to Timothy Thatcher for that random 58 that I was not expecting. I mean, I knew he was good, but I'll definitely take it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel to see more TEW content. I'll see you guys for Smackdown. Goodbye.